Hello and welcome to today's Catholic Focus News Bulletin. I'm Susan Bulemi, and with me on the sign language interpretation desk is Hezron Otieno. We begin our bulletin today from the church, whereby it was a day of thanksgiving and celebration in the Catholic Diocese of Machakos as the faithful gathered at St. Peter Claver's Parish, Ndalani, to mark the silver jubilee of priesthood of Father Gabriel Mbale of the Order of Friars Minor Capuchin. The milestone celebrated 25 years of dedicated service to God and the Church.
Mchezo nakwambia padri wetu ushindi kweli amepata, nakwambia. Imetoa dhabihu leo na fedha hizi kulinganisha wema wake Bwana. Nakwambia padri atabeba, nakwambia. Padri ndo huyu, mikono juu. Mikono juu. Padri ndo huyu. 25 years down the line, nakwambia mambo yamekuwa sawa. Ende kabisa. Ende kabisa. Wapi shangwe na geregere jamani? Tunarudi. Tuzunguke. Akwambia moyo wangu hamtukuza Bwana, moyo yangu inafurahi. Wapi makofi na shangilia jamani? Padri ndo huyo. Wabambega ndo huyo padri wetu. 25 years down the line, nakwambia si mchezo. Yes. Kwa utaratibu huo. Thank you padri. Nakwambia.
Indeed, ni baraka kweli, and we do wish Father Gabriel Mbale all the best as he continues to serve in the vineyard of the Lord. Now, as we move on to the health sector, women in the healthcare sector have launched a new caucus aimed at promoting mentorship, networking, and leadership while advancing primary healthcare across the country. Public Health and Professional Standards Principal Secretary Mary Muthoni challenged the group to champion reforms that will strengthen community health.
If you're monitoring the next generation of leaders, this is your space. If you're driving a digital health transformation, this is your place. If you have ever fought for a patient's reproductive rights, then this is where you belong. Don't go looking for any other caucus. You belong here because we have all of you. You are the people who are going to advance MPDSR in your counties, in your facilities. You are the people who have the mandate and the skill to save anybody in this country. You are the women who constitute the 70% that we have in the healthcare workforce. That the decisions that shape our national health system are fundamentally better when women help make them. This is not just because we are better for women or I'm a woman. It is better for everybody, the decisions that are made by those women. And it means better outcomes, better policies, and better care. And the evidence is undeniable because across Kenya, Kenya constitutes the undeniable backbone of our healthcare workforce. Today, you make up almost 75% of Kenya's healthcare workforce. From the nurses to the doctors to community health promoters to nutritionists, name them. We have almost 50 cadres in this country. Women are, you're fewer in leadership, you're fewer in some spaces. And I want to encourage you today, and especially those who are aspiring to work for the Ministry of Health, when you see an advert, please put in your name. There is no job in this country that is kept for somebody. Those jobs are yours. When we want directors in the Ministry of Health, please put in your name. That is how we elevate and we get the women at the cream and at the leadership positions.
Ladies, can we adopt a shared advocacy agenda that transcends our individual professions? One that champions safe workplaces free from harassment and discrimination. One that promotes leadership opportunities for women at every level of healthcare. One that advocates for mentorship and career development for students and young professionals. One that supports work environments that acknowledge the realities of motherhood, caregiving, and work-life integration.
Now let's shift our focus to the western region of Kenya, whereby border operators in Kakamega County have been urged to steer clear of political violence and resist attempts by politicians to use them to disrupt rival political meetings. The appeal comes as the sector elects new leadership in Lurambi constituency. Here's Tracy Chebet with a full report.
Kakamega County Boda Association chairperson Peter Ochango has warned raiders against being used by politicians as agents of violence during political gatherings, calling on them to remain peaceful and focus on earning a living.
Tumejaribu sana kutembelea kila sub-county kuelimisha watu wetu wa bodaboda ya kwamba msihusike kwa mambo ya magunzi. Sababu sisi kazi yetu ni kuja kutafuta kitoka ambayo tunapata tunakula. Na hata saa hii hakuna bodaboda ambaye anahusika na mambo ya wanasiasa. Eti wanawapeleka mahali fulani kwa matanga kuenda kupika kelele, eti wanawapeleka mahali fulani kwa mikutano ya siasa. Sisi kama bodaboda wa Kakamega tumeshaondoka kwa hiyo maneno, tunakitafutia sisi wenyewe.
Speaking after the election of new boda leaders in Lurambi constituency, Ochango also accused political leaders of sidelining the sector in development, security and economic empowerment programs.
Na hata hivyo hao wanasiasa sisi wametutupa kwa sababu ukiangalia kaunti zingine serikali imeshawafanyia rambe ya empowerment ya vijana bodaboda, lakini sisi kama Kakamega wanasiasa wetu wa Kakamega wametusahau. Kitu kama hiyo hawafikirii.
The newly elected Lurambi boda chairperson Bernard Omuhaka encouraged all boda operators to work in unity for the sake of growth in boda sector. He also urged the government to enhance development for boda riders in Lurambi, just like it has been done in other counties.
Tuungane pamoja boda, tufanye kazi yetu kwa umoja na kuweza kushirikiana ili tuinue watu wetu wa boda kimaendeleo. Tuinue kazi yetu kwamba iweze kuwa kazi ya kuimarika. Na sisi tunahitaji ya kwamba empowerment ambayo imetembea Malava wamerudia pia sisi tuweze kupata empowerment kutoka kwa serikali ili iweze kutusaidia. Si namna hiyo? Kwa sababu sisi ni wana Kenya. Hatuwezi kukubali kwamba hapa Lurambi inawachwa vile ilivyo. Tunataka Lurambi iweze tena pia kuonwa, kwa sababu hapa ni CBT, members wa bodaboda ni wengi. Saa ya kazi hakuna.
Reporting for Catholic Focus, I'm Tracy Chebet.
Moving on, the government is encouraging developers to invest in high-rise buildings as a way of protecting agricultural land while meeting the country's growing housing demand. Speaking during the launch of a major housing project at Tatu City Investment, Trade and Industrialization, Cabinet Secretary Lee Kenyanjui also urged Kenyans in the diaspora to invest back home. Take a look.
And the reason why we have many bankable projects is because also we have aligned the law to ensure that there is the necessary foundation for any investor who wants to come to Kenya. The removal of the visa for Africans. Anybody from the African continent who wants to come to Kenya requires no visa. And this has made anybody from South Africa, from Egypt, from any part of the continent, and you have some disposable capital you want to invest somewhere, you are sure Kenya is that place. And I want to confirm, and I want to say that this also helps to facilitate government's efforts, because the affordable housing is an attempt for us to get citizens living together in an organized, structured way, so that we can give them services such as education, health, and others. But we also recognize that government alone cannot be able to do it. So we also appreciate when the private sector continues to do this. But more importantly also is that prior to the coming up of some of these organized and structured, especially the high-rise development, we have seen agricultural land previously being consumed at a very high rate by the residential construction. So the more we go vertical, the more we are going to have land available for agriculture. And if you look at the development as have been shown, I'm sure it is going to help us in also addressing those other long-term food security sort of challenges that would otherwise be there. And maybe with that, I don't want to say beyond that, I think this is a fantastic project. We want to invite Kenyans to be able to invest back at home, to invest in their own country.
And that report right there brings us to the end of today's Catholic Focus News Bulletin. I'm Susan Bulemi, and our sign language interpreter has been Hezron Otieno. Until next time, stay safe, be blessed, and remember to always keep it Capuchin TV.
Keep watching Capuchin TV, your staunchly Catholic identity channel. You are watching Capuchin TV. For any complaints, comments, or compliments on our programming, you can either write to us on info@capuchintv.co.ke or you can call us directly on 0717 424 866. Your complaint shall be addressed within 7 days. Remember to keep a copy of your communication with us. Keep watching Capuchin TV, your Catholic identity.